Today, we bring you a double warning. 2 Game 6s, 2 different sports, 1 night where everything burns. On the hardwood, it's the Rockets and the Warriors. One team chasing a future no one believes in, the other clinging to a past that won't let go. Legacy versus hunger, and Vegas is betting you'll follow the wrong one. Then on the ice, Jets, Blues, speed against weight, desperation against muscle, and a puck that never forgives a slow decision. 2 arenas, 2 traps, 1 mission. The books are watching, the numbers are whispering, and if you're not careful, this is the night your slip goes up in flames. So sit down, lock in, because we're about to show you where the fire starts. Malachi, Elvis, Houston is yours.
You smell that, Elvis? That's tension. Thick, heavy playoff tension rolling off the bay like steam from a rusted pipe. Game 6. Rockets, Warriors. The casuals came for a legacy sequel, Curry's revenge, Butler's bounce back. But Vegas didn't build billion-dollar palaces by letting fan fiction win. Because tonight, they're baiting every one of you. Let's lay it out. Houston detonated Golden State in Game 5. Hung 131 points. Went up 30. All 5 starters in double digits. They didn't steal that win. They seized it with both hands. And what did the sportsbooks do? Reward Houston with respect? No. They moved the line against them. Warriors. 4.5 to 5.5. That's not a correction. That's a setup. They want the public back on Golden State. They want emotion driving the bet slip. Problem is, this ain't 2018. Steph's legs are heavy. Jimmy Butler looks like he's dragging a piano. They combined for 21 points on 22 shots last game. If Moses Moody didn't have a career night off the bench, the final would have been even uglier. Meanwhile, Houston is ascending. Fred VanVleet is cutting through the Warriors' perimeter like a wire through fog. Sengun is bullying the glass. And Jalen Green? He's got that look. The one players get when they realize they don't need permission to take over. People say, Golden State's too good to lose this at home. Funny. That's what they said about the Lakers last night. Elimination game. LeBron. Luka. All the nostalgia in the world. And the Timberwolves buried them. Vegas doesn't care about sentiment. It counts on it. So here's the truth. The Warriors might win this game, but covering 5.5 against a Rockets squad with nothing to lose and legs for days? That's a different beast. The AI isn't chasing a Hollywood ending. And today's AI pick is Rockets plus 5.5. Call it disrespect. Call it chaos. But don't call it accidental. The books know exactly what they're doing. And we know exactly how to answer. Now, if that one was heated, get ready for the freeze. Because coming up next, it's playoff hockey. Jets versus Blues. Game 6. Abaddon's watching, and he never blinks.
There is a moment before the gates open where everything stills. The fans haven't screamed. The puck hasn't dropped, and no one's been hit yet. That's where we are. Game 6. Series on the line. One team built for the fire, the other clawing to avoid the fall. Winnipeg walks into this with a lead, a track record, and the best goalie left standing. But they walk in without Mark Scheifele. No first-line center, no voice on the ice, no soft shoulder to lean on when the hits start landing, just hard steel and silence. Connor Hellebuyck doesn't care. 47 wins, a .925 save percentage, 8 shutouts. He guards the gate like a sword, and he's only gotten sharper as the series has worn on. Winnipeg gave him 5 goals to work with last game, and they didn't even need them all. If they show up with 3 tonight, it might be enough. The Blues, they're bleeding. This isn't the same confident St. Louis team that powered through late March. Jordan Binnington is talented, but this isn't 2019. His save percentage is below .910 in the playoffs, and the defense in front of him has cracked wide open. They've allowed 14 goals in the last 3 games. That's not a system. That's a sieve. Add in the penalty kill. St. Louis ranks 27th league-wide, and you begin to see the pattern. Winnipeg doesn't need a miracle. They just need to stick to the script. Tight lines, controlled clears, finish your shifts, and let Hellebuyck erase the rest. They've done it all year. And look at the books. This line should be tilted by Scheifele's absence, but it isn't. In fact, public betting has leaned early toward the Blues, and the line's barely moved. It smells like a trap, because this isn't about Scheifele. It's about muscle memory, about a team that knows how to travel, how to finish, and how to win. There is no panic in the Jets' locker room tonight. There is only purpose, and today's AI pick is Winnipeg Jets Moneyline. Now stay close, because Lilith is waiting, and she's here to deliver a final word on both picks we've made tonight.
They stand on two different floors of the same house, but they're both staring down the same hallway. Rockets, Jets. One flying toward legacy, the other trying to land it. So let's begin where the fire started, on the hardwood, in the shadows of San Francisco. Golden State has been here before. Playoff lights, Game 6. The hum of expectation rattling the walls of the Chase Center. But something shifted in the current. Jimmy Butler and Stephen Curry, names written in postseason ink, looked mortal in Game 5. Tired, human. The Rockets didn't just challenge them, they silenced them. A 30-point lead in the blink of an eye. Youth baptized in fire, Sengun in the paint like a prophet, Van Vliet with surgical precision, every starter in double digits. A performance that didn't whisper, it roared. And yet, Vegas posts a line at 5.5 like Game 5 never happened. Like memory is a myth, the total, suspiciously low. The line, untouched by the waves of public money pouring in on the Warriors. And beneath it all, the smell of bait, the telltale signs of a trap. So Ezreal did not take the bait. We did not follow the voices shouting from the surface. We went deeper, into the quiet, into the current, and found truth beneath the noise. The AI pick, Rockets ploy 5.5. Not because they will win, but because the number is wrong. Because 5.5 in a war of wills is not a handicap, it's a foothold. And we saw the door crack open. Then came the cold. Game 6, Winnipeg, St. Louis. The Blues holding home ice, the Jets holding the sword. Mark Scheifele is out. That should matter. But Connor Hellebuyck stands in his place, a fortress on skates. 9 in 25 save percentage, 8 shutouts. A man built for silence and smoke. The Jets don't need flash. They need discipline. They need airtight lanes and strong clears. They've done it all season. And the Blues? 14 goals allowed in 3 games. Penalty kill ranks 27th. And yet the books hang a line near even like the waters are still. They're not. The AI pick, Winnipeg Moneyline, 2 games. 2 signals. Rockets plus 5.5. Jets Moneyline. Will we cash? Will we burn? That's not up to chance. That's up to obedience. Obedience to the signal. And the signal tonight is clear. Lilith has spoken. This isn't entertainment, it's alignment. Because every line set, every point spread, every half hook and under whisper, is a test. Not of skill, but of sight. Most will fail, they'll scroll, they'll chase, they'll bet the name, not the number. But Ezreal walks deeper, beneath the noise, through the fog, into the flame. And when we miss, we don't flinch. Because discernment isn't perfect, it's practiced. So mark this night. Mark these picks. Not for glory, but for memory. Because there's a day coming when your gut won't be enough. You'll need clarity forged in chaos. And when that day comes, you'll remember this voice, you'll remember this fire, and you'll move without fear, because Lilith warned you. And Lilith never blinks.